Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Today, I'm Amar Afril Liyan. I'm gonna talk about something important for the future of Indonesian agriculture, titled Machines in Farming, a Support System or a Problem. Let's start with a visual image that is familiar for us Indonesians who has traveled through the rural areas of our countryside. Imagine us walking through along the edge of a lush green rice field early in the morning. What do you see and what do you hear? For generations, agriculture in this region hasn't just been an industry, it has been a social safety net powered by human hands, human heart, and local communities. Chances are you don't hear the loud roaring of heavy machines like in the western country. Instead, you hear the sound of laughter, of neighbors talking, and the rhythmic of swish of sickles cutting through the rice stalk. You see a community of dozens of people working together under the sun. This is deeply rooted culture of mutual aid and community cooperation, alive and well in the fields. But as we stand here today, a massive question looming all over our fields as the rest of the world races towards full automation, drones, and AI-driven tractors. Where do we developing labor-heavy agricultural economy stand? Are machines a vital support system that will save our agriculture? Or are they a problem that will destroy rural livelihoods? Today, let's take a look at both sides of coin. To understand why we need machines, we have to look at the harsh fact that traditional farming faces right now, the aging farmer crisis. If you ask the children of farmers today if they want to take over their parents' land, what do they say? Mostly say no, right? Even Gen Zs, they are more interested to move to big cities in tech, services, or manufacturing. Statistics shows that vast majority of our farmers right now are over the age of 45. Very few young people are replacing them. We are literally running out of hands to harvest our food. Without human labor to help food security, this is where machines step in as a vital support system. Consider a modern combine harvester. Let's take a look at this image. To harvest 1 hectare of rice manually, it takes about 15 to 20 working hard for a couple of days. Now, let's compare to the statistics and image. The machine way a single combine harvester can do that exact same job in less than 3 hours with just 2 cooperators. But it's not just about speed, it's about reducing loss. When we harvest crops by hand and dry them on makeshift tarps by the side of the road, we lose a lot of grain. Agricultural experts estimate that developing nations lose roughly 10 to 12% their crop harvest purely due to poor post-harvest handling. While modern machinery drastically reduces this waste, if we waste less farmer if we waste less, farmers earn more and the nation depends less on importing food from other countries. In this light, machines aren't an enemy, they are the shield protecting our food supply. But now, let's flip the coin. Let's look at why so many people in rural villages view these machines as fear and anxiety. Why can machines be a massive problem? In developing economies, agriculture is often the backbone of employment, supporting a huge percentage of entire workforce. Many of these workers are landless laborers. They don't own the fields. They make a living by being hired seasonally to plant and harvest. When a wealthy landowner buys a single combine harvester, that machine instantly reduces 20 workers. Now, where do these 20 workers go? They could lose their seasonal income. They cannot easily transition into tech or office jobs of educational barriers. And it disrupts the social fabric of the village. The tradition of sharing the harvest wealth gets replaced by a single machine owned by one person. In traditional village economies, survival is about community reliance and sharing opportunities with neighbors. When automation rolls into a community completely unprepared for it, it can drive poverty, increase inequality, and force desperate rural migration into cities that are already overcrowded, just like Jakarta, Bekasi, and the other surrounding areas. So, when we ask, are machines a problem for the low income agricultural laborer who can no longer feed their family because a machine took their job? The answer is heartbreakingly yes. So, where does that leave us? Are we stuck in a trap that we must choose between efficient food production or human livelihoods? The answer is no. We do not have to choose. The solution is not to reject technology, nor is it to blindly automate everything overnight. The solution lies in appropriate and inclusive automation. What does that look like in practice? First, it means focusing on small-scale machinery. Our agricultural landscape is unique. Our fields are often small and terraced and fragmented, unlike the massive, flat plains of Western countries. Huge tractors could simply don't work here. Instead, we need a smaller, affordable innovations like walking tractors, hand-guided tillers, and small mechanical seeders. These tools don't completely replace the human worker. They serve as a power booster, making the human worker faster, healthier, and more productive without erasing their job entirely. Secondly, we must change our ownership model through agricultural cooperatives. Instead of one wealthy individual owning the machine and squeezing out the laborers, the community or local farming cooperative should own the machinery. The local laborers can then be trained to operate, maintain, and rent out these machines. By shifting laborers from manual harvester to machine operators and technicians, we do something incredible. We upgrade their skills, we increase their wages, and suddenly farming looks modern and progressive enough to attract the younger generation to back to the fields. Ladies and gentlemen, to conclude, machines in farming are neither a pure support system nor a pure problem. They are a tool, and like any tool, their impact depends entirely on whose hands holding them and how we choose to use them. If we let automation run wild without a plan, it will become a social problem, leaving millions traditional farmers behind. But if we guide this technology with empathy, if we invest training in our rural workplace, and if we adapt the machines to fit our cultural values of community and cooperation, then technology will be becoming the ultimate support system. Let's build a future where agriculture is powered by modern efficiency but still guided by the human to enhance the future of our Indonesian agriculture. Thank you from me, Amar Afril Liyan, and goodbye. Uh,